SpaceX just jumped 19.6% in its first full day of trading, marking a significant milestone for Elon Musk's aerospace company as it finally enters the public markets after years of private funding rounds and speculation about when this moment would arrive. This impressive debut follows months of anticipation from institutional investors who have been waiting for the opportunity to own shares in what many consider the future of space exploration and satellite technology. According to early reports, that's not even the biggest market move today overall, as several other sectors experienced dramatic shifts that have captured the attention of traders and portfolio managers across Wall Street. The broader market landscape reveals a day of significant volatility, with multiple industries experiencing notable gains and losses that suggest investors are actively repositioning their portfolios in response to economic data and corporate earnings reports. The aerospace and defense sector has seen renewed interest as geopolitical tensions continue to drive demand for advanced satellite systems and launch capabilities that SpaceX provides to government and commercial clients. Analysts from major investment banks have noted that SpaceX's entry into public markets signals growing investor confidence in the commercialization of space, despite the high capital requirements and technical risks associated with the industry. SpaceX's 19.6% first-day gain places it among the most successful IPO debuts in recent memory, comparable to other tech-driven companies that captured market imagination during their initial public offerings. Market observers point out that this performance suggests strong institutional demand and retail investor enthusiasm for exposure to space technology and the broader commercial space economy. The valuation assigned to SpaceX at its IPO reflects the company's demonstrated ability to launch reusable rockets, reduce costs, and secure major contracts with NASA, the Department of Defense, and international customers. Industry analysts have emphasized that SpaceX's competitive advantages, including its proprietary technology and Starship development program, justify the premium valuation that public market investors are willing to pay for shares. Beyond SpaceX's impressive debut, today's market saw several other significant movers that captured investor attention and influenced broader market sentiment throughout the trading session. Technology stocks, energy companies, and financial institutions all experienced notable price movements as macroeconomic factors and sector-specific news drove trading activity. The timing of SpaceX's IPO comes at an interesting moment in the market cycle, with investors reassessing growth valuations and seeking exposure to companies positioned to benefit from long-term structural trends. Equity researchers have highlighted that space technology represents one of the few remaining frontiers for growth investment, with potential applications ranging from global internet connectivity to asteroid mining. Early trading activity in SpaceX shares showed high volume and sustained buying interest, suggesting that demand for the stock exceeded the available supply at the offering price. This supply-demand imbalance is typical of highly anticipated IPOs and often leads to the significant first-day pop that SpaceX experienced in its debut. Wall Street firms quickly issued initial coverage reports on SpaceX, with many analysts rating the stock as a buy while acknowledging the risks inherent in capital-intensive space ventures. The consensus among research teams emphasizes SpaceX's strong order book, recurring revenue from government contracts, and the massive addressable market for satellite internet services through the Starlink division. The broader implications of SpaceX going public extend beyond the company itself, signaling to other space-focused ventures that there is investor appetite for commercialized aerospace investments. Private equity firms and venture capital funds are likely watching SpaceX's performance closely as they evaluate their own investments in competing space technology companies and related supply chain providers. Market participants have noted that SpaceX's success could accelerate the timeline for other space companies seeking public capital, potentially creating a wave of aerospace and satellite IPOs over the coming months and years. This potential shift in the IPO calendar reflects growing conviction among institutional investors that space commerce represents a genuine investment thesis rather than pure speculation. The stock's strong performance also reflects confidence in Elon Musk's track record of building valuable companies and his vision for making humanity multiplanetary through advanced space technology. Behavioral finance experts note that founder-led companies often see a premium valuation when they go public, particularly when the founder has demonstrated success across multiple ventures. Today's market activity, featuring SpaceX's impressive debut alongside other significant movers, illustrates the dynamic nature of modern equity markets where transformative technologies can capture significant investor capital. Portfolio managers are actively discussing whether SpaceX represents a core long-term holding or a trading opportunity, with views varying based on individual risk tolerance and investment horizons. The successful IPO execution demonstrates that despite periodic concerns about market conditions and volatility, investors remain willing to back companies pursuing ambitious goals with clear paths to profitability and market dominance. SpaceX's performance should provide confidence to other growth stage companies planning public market debuts in the near future.